Welcome to the Corporate Mouth.
I seen the way you shake that ass. I know you're not lonely. I like it what you show me. You don't got a man. Shots fired when I take a chance. I know you're not lonely. I like it what you show me. Up in the club tonight, and off this CD got me feeling right. Caught my eye, it was on sight, but you know that you were my type. Couldn't find better daytime with a flashlight. I know you came to dance, baby, give me just one chance. Don't have to be your man.
Hello, and welcome to the Corporate Mouth.
We are here. We're queer. No, we're here to do the next episode of X-Men 97 called Fire and Flesh. No, Fire Made Flesh. I lied. It's called Fire Made Flesh. This is episode 3 of X-Men 97. We're about to get into it. We're about
And
to review
baby, this
one
is where
was-
the juice comes in.
Yes. Disclaimer alert. If you haven't watched it, you might want to go watch it before you watch this
Yes.
video. But we're going to get into the things of the things of the things. So at the end of episode 2, we are met with another Jean Grey falling into Morph's arms at the end of the episode. And everybody's confused, shocked, bewildered because who is this bitch?
And who's the bitch holding the baby?
And who's the, well, Scott was holding the baby at the time.
Yeah, I'm just
But
saying.
she was
like,
just standing there like, So the episode starts with Jean Grey putting her hand on this other Jean Grey and just circling through her memories. Apparently this lady has fragmented memories.
faces missing and shit.
Faces missing and shit inside that mind. She doesn't remember a whole lot of anything. She can't put no connections together. But she does remember waking up the day prior to being in a lab and fleeing from that lab and finding out that she has some purpose with the X-Men. So she finds herself exhausted at the X-Men store. So, what do you think of that little snippet there?
Well, I wonder what the hell she was eating because she wasn't frail. And she still, so she was eating good wherever the hell she was at.
Oh, now she was eating good as
She
fuck.
was eating good wherever she was at. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
she was real healthy meat-wise.
Nah, she was real healthy. She was just a little filthy.
She's a little dirty. I was just saying, came with no shoes on and shit. I don't know what's going on, but she found her way to the mansion from. I'm assuming she wasn't in the Savage Land or something. That's what I'm assuming.
Not with those smocks
And
on.
she had no
I don't know,
shoes
she had
on.
on one of them little, them little nurse thing. Oh no, them little hospital gowns.
Yeah, so apparently wherever she was kidnapped, it had been around the corner. I'm assuming. So
Not around
here
the corner.
she is, and of course, classic X-Men. You just take her. They take everybody in, put them in a bed, sedate them, and start running tests and shit. So of course, Beast is there taking tests, running tests and shit.
Yeah, so Morph comes up with the great idea to call her Jean Doe, and he turns into Spiral, which was cute. He's like, show of hands, and he had like
He's
16.
funny though.
He's funny.
He is so funny, and that was cute though. I
It
love
was
Spiral.
cute.
Shout out to Mojo.
Shout out to Mojo. So yeah, come to find out that Jean that's on that laid out, tired as hell, is the actual Jean, and the bitch that just had the baby is not Jean at all.
And how do
She's
we
a clone.
find out? Beast out here violating all type of HIPAA laws,
He wasn't violating HIPAA laws.
disclosing people's medical records.
He wasn't disclosing. So that only works at hospitals, and that was not a hospital they were. Get your ass down.
I was like, where the fuck did you come from? My dog is doing the most. Go ahead.
But yeah. You made me lose my train of thought, you goddamn dog. Anyway, so he don't work at a hospital, so child. I mean,
Yeah.
he might lose his hospital life.
Yeah, they gotta get him up off the mansion because he out here just disclosing medical records. So that's the real Gene. But you, the one that's had the baby that you've been screwing, that ain't Gene.
Yeah, that ain't her. That ain't her. And so she
Gets
the
pissed.
other Jean is a little upset because she's like, no, I have memories. Like, I am that girl. Like,
But-
I was with y'all.
Honestly though, when she got mad, that's how I knew it wasn't Gene.
How you do that?
Because Gene don't get it. Gene is, love, peace. Oh, no. That's Gene. This Gene said, so y'all gonna sit here like I ain't been side by side with y'all all this time?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna give me my baby. I said, that ain't Gene.
Yeah.
I didn't need no record to tell me that. This bitch was out. And mind you, we are only 3 episodes in. You gotta realize we had a couple of fight scenes with this Gene. This Gene ain't passed out. She been moving shit with
She
the
did
quickness.
not fight
She
nobody.
ain't fought.
She ain't fought nobody, bitch.
She was moving shit with her mind and shit. She was doing something with in the danger something. I just know that
She didn't do nothing.
her accuracy was in there. That's all I'm saying. She was accurate. I didn't see a bitch pass out at all. I'm just saying. I just knew what.
Anyway, Jean hasn't been in any fights actively because she was pregnant. So
This Jean is currently laying if you're laying in a bed talking about some I can't remember anything. That was I knew that was Jean. I didn't need a test to tell me that was real Jean. She was passed out through all of this. That's the real one.
Anyways, so the other Jean, who was the baby, went upstairs very upset, and they were still trying to figure out what was going on. So
it's when shit get real.
They were doing more tests, and so Scott goes into the room and talks to Jean, the other Jean, the clone Jean, allegedly.
He didn't even believe her.
He didn't believe her. She was really sad.
He was looking like...
She was like, I'm still the baby's mother, and we had a family together. How could you do this
to me?
You've
been screwing this lady. You had a baby with this lady, and you look at her like...
I don't know.
Like JT sideways or the same. Like, I don't fuck with y'all bitches. Like...
So then she gets this mysterious message on the little baby monitor. Eugene.
And I already knew who that was. That voice I can go to sleep to that voice.
You can?
I can. I love Mr. Sinister.
You are crazy.
I gotta cry. I tear his ass up. I love Sinister.
Really? Mm-hmm. Smoking.
Them little ass teeth.
You're childish.
You know, get him with them little ass teeth.
Anyway.
Sad.
So as they go on to try to do more tests on Jean, they decided anyway.
Hard-headed children.
So while Beast conducts more tests, he comes to find out that Sinister is actually the one who created this clone Jean. What you think?
That's how Sinister has been gunning after Jean and Cyclops. Shit, probably since they've been babies. So this is
I feel like
no surprise.
It's really sad.
This is no surprise.
It's really strange.
It is. He has an unhealthy obsession with them.
I don't say no Diddy.
Yeah, look, it's giving no Diddy at this point. I don't know if he want to be a threesome. I don't know what's happening, but
he
wants their DNA.
He wants insides.
And I think he wants their DNA.
So he tells the faux Jean Grey, not the clone one, that she was created just to have a child with Scott Summers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For your services.
Your body belongs to me. Yeah. So he unlocks some mental
cha-ching
red diamond thing that he put in her brain when he was creating her.
And we get the best Sailor Moon transformation we've ever seen.
Hello, she turns into what they call the Goblin Queen.
And let me tell you, I will commend them on covering her up because the Goblin Queen was a slut bitch and she wears something that I would wear. Because her original outfit in the comic books, if y'all have not looked at her original outfit in the comics, y'all need to go check that out and see that was a bad bitch. Okay. Yeah, that was a bad bitch.
She was very, 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 very sensually made. After just having a baby a month prior.
Listen, no stretch marks at all. That's mutant power.
Oh.
That gotta be mutant power. Bounce back. I need that power. I'm like, damn, I just had a feast. All right, back.
So, as they are, as all of the X-Men are just, lounging about, trying to figure out what's, just to occupy time until a conclusion has been made, all of these random things started happening in the mansion. There are people popping out of TVs, monster things popping out of TVs.
And we're not going to just slide by the fact that Morse was trying to get busy with Wolverine in that bathroom.
He was like, you want me to get those hard to reach places?
I hear that, Morph. Get you a little piece.
I feel like Morph likes Wolverine.
And Wolverine is stacked like a little bulldog now. He's short, stocky. Yeah. I love me a little bulldog man.
Do you?
I do.
But it also turns into like their worst fears, because then when Scott and Bishop go into
check on the baby and try to get him away from the not so good Jean, then all these things started popping up, wrapping them up, like Bishop's sister. She was like, when is your time? You left us, you left us alone. And
this weird little doll thing that was supposed to be Professor Xavier. He said, "You had sex with the wrong woman. You sired the air with the wrong woman."
Yep, and then Sunspot and Jubilee. I guess Sunspot's mom came in and somebody was a disappointment. It was a lot. But this lady is called a Goblin Queen. And I don't know how you
the
like
one who
that.
wasn't affected for real, who wasn't like, he was like, "Oh dear, was this Beast?"
Talk about this the wrong floor. Beast.
Beast do not give a fuck.
Beast don't care about nothing. If it ain't in that fucking test tube, Beast don't care. Everything the Beast is oh dear. It's oh fucking dear. He don't give a fuck about nothing.
Strange.
Oh dear, there's a whole goblin down here with his tongue out about to eat me. Oh dear. Wrong floor. Beast, run, bitch, run.
We're not gonna run past the fact that when Gambit went into the office, that he saw what was Rogue and supposedly Rogue and
Magneto. But shout out to the cover that they took that from. It was a 90s cover. X-Men when Rogue and Magneto was in the Savage Land.
Yeah.
So shout out to that. We love a lot of Easter eggs being dropped here.
We love it.
Easter egg.
We love their relationship. Well, I do anyway. He's
I
the
prefer
only man
Gambit.
she can touch. Shit.
Yeah, she eventually learns to, well, that's later on, but she does learn to use her powers and shit. And give it to Gambit. Child, Gambit fine, child. Gambit or Magneto? I mean, Magneto powerful, but Gambit, child,
Gambit got it going on.
That's Cajun, baby.
Cajun. He's Cajun, bro.
Now you gotta get that Cajun some, okay?
Uh-huh.
You better put a whole body glove on and let him have at it.
Yeah, gumbo, baby. You feel
And
like
he can cook? What's the problem?
Yeah.
I have an imaginary sex with him every day.
Anyway, they get into this huge, like, goddamn brawl in hell. It looked like hell, an inferno of hell or something like that.
Goblin
And
Queen.
they found out that she, that was her doing, and well, Scott said it. And so Bishop took on some power from
Cyclops.
Scott and
Baby.
blew all them goddamn demons up.
Bishop ate this episode. He was
ate that
MVP.
up. He really ate that up.
Bishop ate it up this time.
And so then I guess the Goblin Queen brought out this big ass sentinel to finally take their ass out. And then Jean comes out.
In
The real
hologram
Jean.
form.
No, she wasn't hologram form.
She
real
was.
her.
Oh, she did?
That was the real her. What are you talking about?
Oh, never mind. I forgot.
Yeah, she brought her ass out and
I'm
she
convinced.
mentally blew up all of the goddamn thing and put the shit right back. And, fought through the Goblin Queen's illusion.
And then what does she do? What
passed
she's
out.
famous
She was
for?
tired.
Of course. She's always tired.
But when I tell you.
Never got no rest.
Let me tell you something. This is going to be different because this Jean, before, because in the old cartoon, Jean used to be like, "Oh my God," and she would just be like fighting through. But this one, she was like, "Bitch, let me get this shit together real quick," and then she just passed out afterwards.
She's been in a coma for 2-3 years.
What, do you think so?
I gotta have
We
it.
don't know.
Well, no one knows, but I'm
one knows.
assuming she had plenty of rest, so the bitch should be tired.
Anyway,
Get up.
so the Goblin Queen was just like, "Oh, I don't even know what you see in her. Like, girl, you like that? That's what you picking over me?"
Listen, Goblin Queen ain't playing with these hoes.
She was not. And she
playing.
said, that's what's going to happen to y'all if y'all follow me. So she took the baby and got the fuck on.
'Cause that's her child.
That's her child.
Her child, period.
So she gave the baby to Sinister. Sinister dumped him in this big ass goo shit.
How was the baby breathing in that?
I don't know.
And he was in there just giggling, and I'm looking
But no,
like,
he wasn't giggling. He started crying after a while because he didn't want to be in there no more.
but then is he breathing it in? I'm so confused. So many questions.
It was so many questions. So Morph decides, hey, I can help y'all go find Sinister and whatever. So
Yeah.
Morph decides to go. Bishop, Scott, of course, and
Rogue and Magneto just bring their ass back. What mission was them hoes on?
Well,
They been at the Motel 6. And everybody getting slaughtered at the goddamn mansion. They ass out here fucking down at the Hilton.
allegedly.
I'm just saying.
Allegedly. Bishop went, Morph went, and the rest of them just, pretty much stayed to take care. Oh, Magneto went, just to take care of the whole situation with. They was like, oh, we about to get rid of Sinister because he's been plaguing us for too long.
Too long. We said.
So,
kind of like you have been doing, Magneto.
ooh,
Just saying.
well, that's true. Anyway, they get to the
Sinister's den.
Sinister's den, and when they walk in, Morph is like, "Hey, I know we're here for the baby, but Jean is under his spell too, so
You gotta watch out.
She said,
And what she say? Better listen.
"Better listen,
Better
I know
listen
not
what I do. That shit had me on the floor. Better
Child.
listen.
She goes to try him down. She's like, I knew you would come, Scott, because you're such a follower. He's like, you always following something. And he was like, Gene, fight it. Use the powers of your mind. And before he could even get that out of his mouth, she blasted his ass.
And when
She
I
like,
say-
shut the fuck up.
Most villains that I've known them to fight are always like, blast, Madeline's not doing none of that. She's drawing
We don't
blood.
call her that yet.
Okay. Well,
The Goblin
the
Queen.
Goblin Queen is taking these. I'm talking about blood is being drawn. She's slicing bodies. She do not care. She is really.
Yeah,
She's getting into their ass, and I'm trying to figure out, like, damn, girl, this is. I want to say, like, girl, this is a cartoon. Like, you need to calm down.
Oh,
She
yeah.
don't give
The
a fuck about none of
animation
that.
was really
She didn't
that
care.
animated fight was everything.
She was
them
fucking
up.
them up, and I'm like, God damn. And then she's talking them through it too, like with the scene with her Magneto. Like, your magnetism is no match for my telekinesis. See how I take this glass, as she's coaching him through it, as she chops his ass into a damn chopped salad. And then Cyclops bring his ass in there, blast her like, I'm sorry, Jean, I'm sorry. And then a whole puddle of blood comes from her mouth. That bitch licks it, wipes it, laughs, and then boots trans, bitch. I'm like, it's just, this had been the best fight scene I had ever seen. This bitch is not playing. She's kissing these hoes, slicing these hoes, dicing these hoes, and then she said no more.
Back at the mansion. When Jean wakes up, well, she's kind of awake, but she's kind of like going through it because she
Classic
don't remember
Jean.
how to control her powers.
Mm-hmm.
And Wolverine kind of helps her by helping her focus on him. And she's like, oh, Logan, I remember you. And he was like, yeah, look deeper. And she was just like, oh, she started crying because she was like, you feel that?
I mean that much to you?
Yeah, he was like, more, baby.
Okay.
He trying to get some
Like,
of
leave
that.
that bitch. Leave that fuck nigga alone. Come and get a real one.
Get you a real motherfucker.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
But right when he's about to get the drawers off her ass,
No, he
she
wasn't.
gets a
She-
vision.
Her psychic link to Scott kicks in because the Goblin Queen is fucking his brain up. And she was like, oh, well, let me go and get back to work. So she ties her hair in that magical ponytail.
And Beast's like, hold on, girl. Where the hell you going?
She's like, please.
My body won't be an issue.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So she
I'm glad she
mentally-
left that bitch at home. Because that bitch fails her every time.
Actually, it doesn't. In this particular
She has
case,
some good
Jean
coops,
gets,
though.
Jean gets up in there mentally and attacks the Goblin Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Through she astral projects herself to that Goblin Queen into her mind and drags her into the astral plane. You don't know nothing about that, do you? You don't know that they do that astral projection.
Yeah, where they trying to figure out who's who. It's giving the Spider-Man meme, like, bitch, this is my memory. This is your memory. Whose is
Who
it?
is this? Who is
Whose
this?
line is it anyway?
So they go through the memories of things, and the Goblin Queen ain't really having it. She's like, bitch, you all up in my mind. You took my man. You got me fucked up. You took my face.
You just got
So-
your dusty ass out, fell on our porch, and now you done fucked everything up. So, girl, fuck you. Is
Yeah,
basically what
fuck
she said. And I'm
you.
with her. Like, girl, I had a good thing going on. I had me a baby. Bitch, I've been fucking your man. Bitch, I've been, like, Marvel girl and shit, like, to the X-Men. I've been doing shit. I ain't been passing out. Like, you could stay where you was at. Apparently, the clone was made with all the mistakes gone. Apparently.
Not the mistakes.
All the mistakes that are you are gone. So, who's really the real one, Gene? Huh? So,
You hate Jean.
I don't like Gene. I like Phoenix.
Love Jean.
I love Phoenix.
I love Jean. I love Jean. I love all the reimaginings of Jean. Now the cartoon, the original cartoon Jean was not that great.
Jean must got some good coochie. She got to.
But like the reimaginings afterwards, Jean was always that bitch. If you watched any of the other cartoons, Jean was
Yeah.
always that bitch. She was actually the one that they were scared of. She's an Omega level mutant if you didn't know.
Yeah, that she can't control.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so Jean helps the other Jean, the Goblin Queen, Scar, we're just gonna go with that. Jean helps the Goblin Queen realize that, hey, even though we don't know what memories are ours, I know one memory that's yours, and that's you having that baby. So
Period.
it helps her snap
Snap
out
out
of
of it, yeah.
bust that control over her, and she's like, come on, let's go save Nathan.
Let's go save our
son.
baby.
Let's go save our baby. So they go up in there, they blast Sinister's fuck ass.
Look, he over there brewing with the baby too. He mixed them in the stew and shit.
Yeah, you about to cook him up like a goddamn, like that witch from Hansel and Gretel, goddamn it. They about to put that bitch in the stove.
But side note, he was actually making the baby like immune to shit. So the shit didn't finish cooking. They ass come in there like, and fucks it up, breaks the baby
He
out.
wasn't supposed to be cooking the goddamn baby.
He was making the baby invincible.
He was thinking that he was. He don't know what. He didn't care what was going to happen.
The
to that
process
baby.
never finished because they came ass blasted and shit, and it broke the damn thing. And now the baby got some little fucking virus now.
Yeah, because he
Thanks.
exposed him to it.
Yeah, well, it was if they would finish let him bake, he'd have been fucking good. But besides, they anxious ass couldn't wait no more, blasted and shit.
Anyway, it was some techno virus that he is infected with that nobody, has the technology to control or cure.
The future does.
But Bishop has got his little band back. It's about ready to go. So he decides to take the baby to the front. And Scott's like, "No, I don't want to abandon my baby. I don't want to abandon my baby. Not my baby. Not my baby."
And then he abandons the baby.
And then he abandons the baby. That made no sense.
It made no sense.
It was like no sense.
A dramatic scene for no reason as he walks off and abandons the baby.
Yeah.
I won't be a part of this.
I won't be a part of this.
Well,
I'm
maybe the
leaving.
child then.
Yeah. So the Goblin Queen decides to telepathically let Nathan know that he is loved and they did the best that they could and they're trying to make a way for him and they hope that he's okay and he's never alone. Psychically. She's letting him know this so he'll never grow up feeling alone. Bishop takes the baby into the future, and then the Goblin Queen decides to leave the X Mansion because she's like, "There's no room for two Jeans up in this bitch, so you can."
And I was finna leave anyway.
She's like, "I wanted to leave anyway."
And by the name, my name is Madeline Pryor.
Mm-hmm.
Period. The baddest.
I'm not Jean Grey.
Yeah. You can have that Jean. I'm Madeline. That's what I'm going by.
You can have it.
And the baby goes to the future with Bishop, and we all know who he's going to come back to be, because if you know Cable's real name, then you know it's Nathan Summers.
Period.
So, that ends on that note, and this was a lot of juice for a third episode. Y'all are packing it on us very early, and I'm trying to figure out why y'all packing it on so tough. I'm here for it, but it's just like, Jesus, I don't got enough popcorn and wine to deal with what y'all about to do with this next season.
What I do like is that they're using every episode to tell a complete story of one of the X-Men or something like that. They're using it to it's like a little mini movie, even though it's like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like you're getting like a whole story. You're not getting like parts of episodes and stuff like they used to do in the old episodes.
And you're also getting like some of the popular comic books that we've read as children. They're packing it into a 120-minute episode, which I love, because even the Magneto and Rogue storyline, the Madeline Pryor storyline, these are all like very popular issues of comics back in the day, and they're just kind of like condensing the story and kind of, telling it their own way, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because it's really nice to know what's going to happen, but want to see what their take on it is. And this is one thing that I wish the movies would have done. Like, how hard was this?
Oh, God.
This was not hard. They did it with no problem.
Marvel has the rights to X-Men now, so we're going to see what happens.
Please do better than whoever had it beforehand, because
Fox.
this is horrible.
You didn't even know who had it.
I don't even know who had it. All I know, they were telling it wrong.
And we will
And clearly
say
never
that
read a
at
comic
the
book
end
in
of
their
the
life.
episode, at the end of the episode, Storm finds Forge.
And how that go?
Forge offers to help Storm get her powers back, so we're going to see.
Amongst other
given.
things.
Right. This was a great episode. Super duper excited. Thank you for watching the Fire Made Flesh episode of X-Men 97. Like, comment, subscribe, hit your notification button to get more of our reviews, and go check out our other content. Please and thank you. We are signing out from episode 3. That was episode 2. You don't know how to count.
Yeah, 3. My finger was lazy. 3.
Yeah,
Episode 3.
yeah.
And I was doing a peace sign. I was like, bye.
Yeah,
But
bye.
I seen the way you shake that ass. I know you're not lonely. I like it what you show me. You don't gotta man. Shot fired, wanna take a chance. I know you're not lonely. I like it what you show me. Up in the club tonight, it off the CD got me feeling right. Caught my eye, it was on sight, but you know that you were my type. Couldn't find better daytime with a flashlight. I know you came to dance, baby, give me just one chance.